You muted yourself.
Okay, I guess we're streaming. Hello, welcome everyone to the Toku Portal podcast. It's me, Zero, here with.
Right. And welcome to Kamen Rider Zero-One, episode 28. Uh, we have finally reached the final challenge in the best out of five contest between Hidden Intelligence and their Human Gear versus Zaya Enterprises and their Zaya specs. The final challenge will be a debate between the two companies. The subject is Daybreak Town, the city where humans and human gear live together, and whether or not it should be rebuilt. Zaya will be has hired a representative to argue that human gear are dangerous and should not coexist with humans, while Aruto wants to recruit a politician, Humagear, to argue in favor of them. Except they don't make those because Humagear aren't allowed to be politicians. So Izu has already gone ahead and hired a rapper Humagear.
Yeah, honestly, okay, we can get into the episode in a bit, but my audio is a bit low, so let me just put the setting back to automatically detecting it. It might get loud. Is it okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, I'll check the audio in the stream in a bit. Um, but as for honestly, like all the like challenge stuff was like the least interesting out of the way because everything else that's not this stupid debate is so much more interesting.
Here's the thing though. I was looking forward to the debate until I saw how they executed it. And it seemed like even the writer wasn't that into it. Because, like, alright, you got both sides making their points about, like, hey, the human gear have been going rampaging even without Metsubo Jinrai around. Yeah, they're fudging, the truth, but still. Whereas the rapper is arguing, like, hey, human gear can do so many amazing things, give them a chance. But then, of course, you find out that, like, oh, the politician is bribing people to be shells and, like, just mob psychology, the whole thing. Of, like, shouting out, like, yeah, human gear sucks, so that people agree.
Yeah, I mean, um, honestly, my audio is really low for some reason.
Like, you sound really loud to me. I don't know why you're not being picked up.
Yeah, I don't know. It might just be fucking OBS. Put okay, go into OBS and put a gain on my voice.
How do I do that?
Right click whatever. like the audio source is coming from. So like probably desktop audio. Right click, go into filters, and then click the plus, and then add gain, and then go like I don't know 3.0, maybe 5.0. 5.0 would probably be too loud, but like 3.0 should be okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean I'll check it in a bit. Um, what the hell were we talking about?
Corrupt politicians and
Yeah,
how he was bribing people to agree with him.
right. I mean like it's so. This is one of those things where it's like, yeah, he's clearly a villain, but it's like it's one of those things like maybe because it's a kids show, they made the villain like so one note. But then again, like the like humor gear is so one note, so like it feels like he's acting in this is because they're like way the fuck over the top in this.
See, I feel like they should have actually made it more about the actual debate and gaining public favor and like getting to more of a philosophical standpoint with it rather than
Yeah,
just jump right into corrupt politicians are cheating the debate, are cheating the poll.
I mean to be honest, like it's like if it was a two-parter, they probably would have spent more time on that. But it's like because yeah, because as soon as the debate starts, they just like cut everything. It would have been way more interesting if they actually had a debate on this stuff. But I don't know, man. This episode felt rushed, like
Like,
really rushed.
and
And yeah,
I was saying, like you said, like the humor goes from zero to evil, like without any actual provocation of just like, oh man, all humans are greedy, and like Aruto, who's trying to help him, he just straight up turns on him like, "Don't you tell me what to do." Like it's so forced. I can't think of anything more contrived.
yeah, it's a good point. Also, what is going on? We're still live though, so we're probably gonna have to just speed through this. Turn off my gain to maybe 5, and then I'll try to be real close to the mic, and we'll see what happens. Um, yeah, but I guess like the stream's fucking up, so we don't have time. And honestly, there's not that much stuff to say. It's like it's so like it's so written by the numbers. Like it's literally like, hey, this character used to be good, then he turned evil, and this politician is corrupt. Hey, see him being corrupt? Guess what? He's corrupt, right? And then he helps Guy at the end. And it's like, well, They did literally everything they needed to do for the plot, but
Yeah.
like there's no character there.
And it just
Um,
devolves into Bowser gaining public face and like turning everyone against the Human Gear and wanting to destroy them all.
yeah, that was okay. I mean, like it was a little janky the way he did it, but like in theory, I'm okay with that scene. But it's like
I would have
the
been okay
story
with
was a
it.
little.
I would have been okay with it if he actually won the debate.
Yeah, I mean that's not even the problem. Like, well, Bowser
It
probably knew
it
he couldn't win.
it is my problem in that the debate didn't matter. It just turned into a slander contest. Bowser could have gone this exact same result by any different means. He just chose a debate so that he would be sure to have the most attention possible when he did it. He could have done this any number of different ways and gotten the same result.
Yeah, but I think what he wants is he wants Hidan to look bad, and he wants to sell the Zaya specs and the Rider Gear system.
The
The
Raid
Rider system.
Risers.
Yeah, he wants to sell them and that like he can't win in like a real debate because it's like people are always gonna be like, but the human gear help us, right? They're like doctors and shit, right? But when he shows them in a fight, he's like, well, of course I'm gonna win. People vote for fear, like people vote for security over freedom every time, right? Or like 99% of the time. Um, but the thing is, like, so the debate was always gonna go this way, but yeah, it's really like so just by the numbers. Like, it's just plot points. It's not even a story. Um, the one thing that really annoyed me though is like he drops the belt and he kicks it over, and I'm like, there's
I
literal cameras pointing at
I
him.
was literally like watching this with Vash. She just like whoops, whoops, whoops. Hey, how did that get there?
Right? And then I'm like, okay, he's gonna pretend he did do it, but then he calls him out. He's like, hey, you know what could do? I'm like, dude, like, you're literally for escalating the situation. This is one of those times where it's like, I wish Ryder would be a little more political and just like hammer people for this type of shit, but they won't because it's a Toei show, so they're gonna focus on the action.
I'm not a fan of politics, but this was the time in the show to make it political.
Right, but again, this episode just seems like it's there to move the arc forward. I mean, it sets up some real fucking interesting shit by the end of this episode. But like everything with the debate shit before the final scene is useless. Right? It's like I mean, it's useful, but it's so bad. Like it's such a rush job. And then like everything outside the debate is so much more interesting. And then the final, like where Arto ends up in the final scene at the end, is super interesting going forward. But like everything else with the debate is pointless.
So let's talk about one of the other characters because we got our stuff across about the debate. Yua and her new form, using a Raid Riser, her fighting jackal form.
Um, I mean, it's interesting. Like, it's not the nicest looking thing. It's mostly the helmet's a little jank.
I see it as
But
like an Anubis kind of thing.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And I'm like, it's it's not terrible. Like I like it. Honestly, I like how Yua uses it to fight way more than just the aesthetics
Right?
of that thing. Yeah,
Deciding
because
the
like
fate of battle like a Valkyrie.
right, I mean like the yeah, which is one thing, but then it's like an Anubis form, so it's like that's not that's like two different mythologies, but who cares? Japan. I actually like the use of the sight. It's so well done. Like the way she fights with it. That was probably the best part. Um, yeah, you can go on about this form and this fight if you want.
I mean, I'm glad that Yua has her new form. I'm hoping that this makes her relevant again. And I
I
think
mean,
it's a pretty cool form.
yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a good power up form. It's just not the most amazing looking thing, but to be fair, it's pretty decent.
On the contrary, when the rapper does turn into a Magir, he
Yeah,
fucking it's fucking Dodo. Like, no,
I know,
you don't get to do that. How dare you use that key?
right? I mean, to be fair, I think like at this point they've used all the old suits, and Dodo is the last one left.
It's still like an
I
established
know.
suit. Like, that's Assassin Chan's. Don't use that.
Yeah, and then I know I was like, God damn it! It's not even a different version. It's just the second one. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. Like I would have been fine if he had like his own version of it, but it's just the regular one. Um, which is kind of sad. Um, but before that, yes. Uh, Guy and Yua are at the politician's office, and then Fua shows up to ask them questions
Yes,
about
so
his.
that brings us to the next topic. Vashi was right.
Yeah, Vashi was right. The thing is, like, I kind of saw the maybe what might have happened next episode. So I'm like, oh, maybe that person was behind it. But I'm like, yeah, Vashi's right. So I was like, either it's gonna be Fua or it's gonna be that thing, like that character or whatever. Um, so I'm like, well, I don't know. But yeah, it was like 50-50 at that point. But you're right, Vashi's pretty much right. But he's wrong in
Right,
how
so
it works.
Vashi thought that Fua was transplanted during his surgery on by Humagear during the infection. No. Before the start of the series, Fua got a surgery to have a chip implanted in him so that he was able to use the shot riser. Same with Yua, except Fua wasn't even aware of it. They didn't tell him.
Right, which is insane. Because I mean, like that explains why like Guy is always going off like, oh, he's our test subject. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Like he could just do whatever he wants, but it's like, no, no, he can't because he literally has a chip with an AI in his brain.
And
Um,
Jin straight up admits it. He hacked that chip to take control of Fua to free Hirobi and
Free Hirobi. Yeah,
possibly hand out the raid risers as well. That part we don't know for sure, but maybe.
yeah, that would be interesting. We don't know that. I feel like he just did it for Hirobi because I feel like he just came back, but we don't know. You're right.
But like maybe.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
actually no.
possible.
Yeah, like there could. So like there could still be another fourth member of Metsubo Jinrai out there, like in the actual like bow.
Yeah, I think there is. But well, I mean, okay, spoilers, but basically, yeah. There we go. Um, but what's also happening is like this kind of fixes Yua's character a little bit because we're like, okay, Yua, why are you sticking with Bowser? Right? It's like technically he's not strong enough to oppose anyone. Like at first you're like, okay, he's strong, he could just kill her in a fight. But then we're like, okay, like no, he can't because he keeps getting his ass kicked. And now it's like, no, he has a fucking chip in her brain, right? And she
Right.
knows about it, so
So
she
like
can't just walk out. This is straight up Kabuto now.
Kabuto with a little X-aid
Yeah, yeah, it's true. But like basically the Kabuto Rider system with the X-Aid plot thing.
surgery.
Yeah, with the surgery and stuff. Um, it's very interesting. But yeah, this gives Yua's character a little more leeway because it's like, why didn't she leave? It's like, well, he has an off switch for her brain now. Like, there's no fixing that. Um, so yeah, that's interesting. it.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
go on. No, you go on.
I mean, that fight was kind of interesting too because Hirobi shows up to defend Fua.
Right, because that is the arc's will.
Yeah, which is insane,
So, like,
right?
maybe Jin wasn't the one hacking Fua. Like, it could have been the arc potentially.
Maybe. I mean, or it could be the other member or whatever. So like the sides just keep getting more and more insane because now it's like Jin's on his own side, Ark has their side, Hidan has theirs, Zaya has theirs, so that's four sides.
And
And
Fua's the
and then
wild card.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Who was the wild card? That's insane. Um, who would have thought this insane person would be would be the most important, right? This crazy throwaway character. Um, yeah, this got real fucking interesting with all the shit we got dealt outside the debate
You're
plot.
right. The debate was terrible and poorly executed. But like Fua's plotline, there you go. There's something. So next week, like Bowser even like is shown working on it in this episode. Fua's getting a new power up.
Yeah, that was. I was gonna say fast, but like Yua just got hers, so
Jin just got
I don't.
his. Everyone is catching up to like the same kind of tier power level so that they're on
Honest,
par with each other.
yeah, honestly, like the Hirobi thing was the funniest one. Like, I'm an AI. I just learned.
Oh yeah, no.
Right?
If the difference is in power alone, make up for it with skill. And Hirobi's literally a robot. Like he's gonna learn from his mistakes, unlike you trashy humans.
Right. And the other thing too is like, well, technically he was locked up, so he didn't see Bowser fight. But I'm like, I guess the Ark was watching, so it just it fed him information, so that's fine. Um, Also, I do love that fight because you get to see Bowser use like other types of stuff. Like he's fighting, and then you get like really interesting shot, like where he like blocks a thing and you shoot over his shoulder. And then like he uses the bird to like fly through like the arrow storm that like Hirobi's casting, which was pretty cool. I mean, like that effect looked a little cheap, but like whatever. I mean, at least they're using their powers creatively. That's something. I also love how like he lands and he goes in for the hit. He knows like Hirobi is behind the explosion, so he's just gonna like turn around and stab him. And then the smoke clears or like the flame or whatever, and then you see Hirobi is already anticipated that and he's jumping up and firing his arrow to counter that. I was like, oh man, that's such a good moment. Like I mean, maybe not the most dramatic moment of how it was shot, but like reading
It,
each other's plays, that was well done.
it was still a great moment. Uh, so that's pretty much all I had to say.
Yeah, I mean, I just had like the ending moment where it's like the public basically learns that like you as a writer, um, like both the presidents are writers, and then like they know that like Hidan, I mean like Arto's like not protecting the humans by destroying the human gear, and like Guy is spinning it like his evil politicians and his gang are spinning it perfectly. Um, God, that was intense. And then like Arto just basically realized like, what the fuck do I do? Right? Like he just tells them it's like, hey, this is your fault. And I'm like, oh god, that is like the. I mean, he's right, but like he's saying it so bad. Like he's doing such a bad job at explaining it, which puts him now in a place where it's like, okay, like nobody wants your new like fantasy town of humans and human gear now. They know who the fuck you are. They know you have the belt. They know Zaya has the belt. Zaya's promised to give them the belts to fight evil Humagear. People are gonna want Humagear shut down. So like, is he just gonna be on the run? Like, who's he gonna fight? Who's he gonna protect? This turned into Amazons now. Like season, well, I guess 1 and 2 are both kind of like that, but definitely more than two. Where it's like, do you protect the people? Like, okay, do you protect the non-humans, even though like the humans see them as like monsters? In which case, you're not a hero. You're kind of like some weird anti-hero to a villain type of thing, and but that's your main character. Like that's a really interesting point. Um, which I mean, Ryder tends to kind of do, but not like Amazon's. I think is like probably the most excessive it's ever been. Like that, where it's like, hey, you're just doing the heroic thing and following your heart and whatever, and you're following the truth that you know is to be true. But like most people don't give a shit.
So
They
like
just want the problem gone, and you're stopping them from fixing the problem, quote unquote fixing it, which is just killing everything. This is the standard writer solution, but you know that's wrong, so you end up looking like the villain. Are you still gonna fight to be the hero?
So, like, right now, everyone is only seeing human gear in a negative light. They're looking at the 1% that, less than probably, that have gone rogue and attacked people, and ignoring the 99% that have been beneficial and helpful and all that. So, what Arto needs to do is he needs to show the human gear in a positive light.
Right, except the problem just happened is like on the debate, the evil corrupt politicians like, hey, you just made a human frame me, put my face. So the public
Which
doesn't trust Arto, especially because he didn't defend them
Which, if you think about
in the
that
fight.
footage more than not at all, you can tell which one was faked. Because like
Oh, I know.
the footage, both film shots are real, but the timestamps aren't.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's a good point, but you also have to know. I mean, this the whole like Bernie versus Biden thing. It's like you can. The truth is one thing, and the right thing to do is one thing. But like, if you have all the media and all the corrupt establishment pumping all this money to support this one version of reality, guess what? Most people are gonna notice that one fucked up version of reality and believe that. Because like, yeah, the truth is one thing, but the general truth is whatever the fuck the most number of people believe. And I know it's like, well, technically, like 99% of the human gear don't attack anyone, but like most people don't care, man. Like they're just gonna be like, holy shit, kill a robot, shut them all down. Like even if they don't want to be like, all right, destroy them all, they'll probably be like, okay, shut them down for now. Uh, which is fucked up, but pretty
Yeah.
realistic for how humans react.
It's like if one panther attacks a lady at the zoo because she jumped the fence for some reason, and they were like, euthanize all panthers at every zoo.
Yeah, okay. So I know what you mean, but here's the other argument for that. What if you like what if I don't know, like a bear, like a couple of bears just roll through your territory? Guess what? That bear is getting put down. Like it's not its fault that you dumbass humans, fucking moved into its territory, did all this shit. Like it's not at fault, but guess what? That thing's gonna die now. Um, and so like yeah, it's like oh shit, there's a pack of coyotes. I'm like, yeah, that's what happens when you fucking keep pushing them out to the edge, and then guess what? They got nowhere else to go. Right? They're gonna run through your stupid town. Um, and it's like it's very much like yeah, humans are in the wrong here, but like humanity never admits that they're in the wrong. Right? They'll blame literally everything else just so they don't have to fix themselves. But yeah, you're right. It's really stupid. Um, I mean, maybe the show will give it enough leeway where it's like, all right, there's a pro Human Gear faction and an anti Human Gear faction forming, and like Arthur just has to convince the other group, and maybe that's gonna be his plot going forward. We'll see. Or maybe they'll just shut down Hidan, and Naruto's just gonna have to deal with all this shit. And then once he's solved it all, then like Hidan will come back as a company. Um, I don't know. It should be interesting. It also looks like Yua and Fua are fighting maybe next episode, and like Yua's like you can't like his like guy's orders are absolute because like I guess she that would explain why she can't disobey his orders because like maybe he's not fully controlling her now, but like he probably could take control if he wanted to.
His thumb is on the button.
Yeah, pretty much, right? Which is fucked up, but like at that point, if you're doing everything he wants, like what's the sacrifice? I guess like what little freedom you have left is more valuable than just being a drone. Um, I wish this goddamn show would put you in the focus for an episode so we can see that. But at least maybe with her new power up, we're gonna get some of that.
Yeah, she's hopefully going to become relevant again. So, thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. We might be back tomorrow for Power Rangers Beast Morphers if Drago and I can figure it out, and we'll be back on Tuesday for more Cure Major. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. Sorry about the audio and weird timing and short episode, but technical difficulties.